Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. For today's box opening, we're going to take another look at Phyrexia All-Be-One with the Compleat Bundle. So I've got another one here. It's got some dings and dents. I guess the people at Amazon just wanted to beat this one up, so I figure I'll crack this one open and save it for myself. All the contents of this are mine. No sponsorship or anything like that. So let's see what I get in my bundle. So we got our typical Elishnorn art here, included in every single one of the bundles. And then we've got our shiny foil box. Plus we've got 12 set boosters and the complete edition booster here. So that's very cool. And then we've got our land pack with our promo card. Now, because this one is mine, I'm going to go ahead and crack these open just so we can kind of experience what's in here. Should be the same in every single bundle. I don't think there's anything different, but there's your Phyrexian Arena promo card. And then we should be seeing, I think it's 4 of every Phyrexian land in the set, all in foil. So very cool. I think there's definitely some value in those lands. There's definitely going to be a lot of printings of those lands, but I think long-term people, I mean, right now people seem to like them, so maybe long-term they'll be a sought-after land card. So, of course, I just opened them all up, so now they're all light played. And we can see here we get 4 of each of the panoramas, and some of these are actually, I think, pretty attractive. Specifically, I think the Plains is a really good looking land, and then I think the Swamp is also pretty unique with the spider effect. So I think some people will be after those, in months to come, if not years. So let's go ahead and crack open our 12 set boosters, and then we'll take a look at our Phyrexia All-Be-One complete bundle and see if there's some superstars in there. Some of the ones I've opened on the channel have not had superstars. So we're going to start off this pack with a non-signed art card, followed by in my opinion, the best panorama land, the foil plains, followed by a fleshless gladiator, a Tyrannix atrocity, a sinew dancer, a flensing raptor, a hex gold slash, an atmosphere surgeon. Then we're going to see a transplant theorist, a reject imperfection, followed by a Furnished Punisher in the showcase treatment, with the Seed Core coming in from the land cycle as a rare. And then we're going to see a Basilica Skullbomb with a Toxic Iguanar coming in off of the list. So already starting off with a list hit, or at least a card from the list. Whether it's a hit or not, I'll put that in the overlay. If you wouldn't mind, if you're watching the video, if you like the content on the channel, please subscribe. The statistics show that 67% of the people that watch the channel and come back and watch again are not subscribed for some reason. So don't be that statistic. So we got a Charge of the Mites, an Indoctrination Attendant, an Eye of Malakator, followed by a Malakator's Watcher. Then we're going to see an Atraxa Skitterfang with a Cephalod's Sentry, an Ambulatory Edifice, a Blightbelly Rat. Then we're going to see a Thrumming Bird, followed by a Conduit of Worlds as our rare. And behind that, we're going to see Ixhel Scion of Atraxa coming in from the Commander set in foil. Very cool to see that mythic. And then we've got a Dominoes minigame. Oh, excuse me, Dominarios. Like a pizza on the brain. All right, another non-signed art card here with a Swamp. Then we're going to see a Bladecraft Aspirant, followed by an Aspirant's Ascent, Free from Flesh, an Offer Immortality, Venomous Brutalizer, then expand the Sphere, Viral Spawning, with a Feed the Infection, a Bone Picker Scourge. Then we're going to see a Soulless Jailer as our rare. Yep, I thought there was a card behind it. And then we get a Billowas Skull Dweller in foil with a Phyrexian Mite token in the back. So not as good of a pack as the one just before it. Although I'm not 100% sure on the Scion of Atraxa price. I know what Atraxa from the main set is going for. So there we go. Panorama Mountain with the Surgical Bay, Surgical Skull Bomb, Escaped Experiment, an Experimental Augury, a Noxious Assault, followed by Paladin of Predation with a Venomous Brutalizer. Then we're going to see Expand the Sphere with a Bone Picker Scourge. And our rare is going to be a Mondrak Glory Dominus. Phenomenal hit, currently valued right around $28. And then we get a Hex Gold Hover Wings, and we get the Winchester Draft. All right, so that is definitely welcomed. Maybe we'll see a Mondrak in our Compleat Bundle as well. I would absolutely love that. Huge fan of Mondrak. Some pretty cool art there. Followed by a Phyrexian Mountain. Then we get an Adaptive Spore Singer, Rustvine Cultivator, Duelist of Deep Faith with Mere Kinsmith, then a Mere Custodian. Then we're going to see a Churning Reservoir, followed by Resistance Skywarden, an Oxida Finisher, Blightbelly Rat, and our rare is going to be the Eternal Wanderer. Very cool to see a Planeswalker come in, with a Billuous Skull Dweller in foil, and a Phyrexian Might token in the back. So I just realized we got the same foil 2 packs in a row. I guess that's all right. Better than both in the exact same pack, right? All right, another non-signed art card here with an island, followed by a Mesmerizing Dose. Then we're going to see a Sawblade Scamp, Predation Steward, the Hunter Maze, followed by a Maze Skull Bomb, Atraxas Skitterfang, a Cephalopod Sentry, an Ambulatory Edifice with a Quicksilver Fisher in Showcase, and Jor Kadeen, first Gold Warden, coming in as our rare from the main set, with a Sheoldred's Head Cleaver coming in foil. And we're going to see Kato coming in off of the list from Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. Very cool to see that. I'll put Kato over here next to Mondrak. I am going to be opening up a draft booster box of Neon Dynasty for Friday. So I haven't opened it yet. Don't know what's in it. But maybe we'll see another Kato. All right, so we're finally going to see a signed art card here. Just kind of, I call out the signed art cards. They're not necessarily high value, but I do want to call out the artists who kind of, paint the pictures that make our game come to life. So that's the Hunter Maze. Very cool. So this one kicks off with a Forest, an Oil Gorger Troll, Prophetic Prism, Glistener Seer, Quicksilver Fisher, Distorted Curiosity, Nahiri Sacrifice, with a Tyvar Stand. It's going to be a decent uncommon from the set. Then we're going to see a Cankerbloom in Showcase with an Aziri Stalker of Spheres rare from the Showcase series, I believe, coming in. Very nice to see that. You don't see too many of these in set boosters. Not a high value card. But we do see a Sea Chrome Coast. Immediately behind that is another rare. And then we're going to see a Meldweb Curator with Strictly Better, another mini game or non-token token, as I like to call them. All right, there's Atraxa right there. And we're going to see a Phyrexian Swamp, followed by a Terramorphic Expanse. Then we get a Phyrexian Atlas, Vanish into Eternity, Bring the Ending, with a Silavok Battle Chair, Hexgold Hover Wings, Hexgold Halberd, Blade Hold Warwhip, followed by a Furnished Punisher, and our rare is going to be a Green Sun's Twilight. And then we're going to see Unctus Retrofitter in foil with a Phyrexian Horror token in the back. Next pack up, another non-signed art card with our planes. Maze's Mantle, Branchlight Stalker, Carnivorous Canopy, Thirsting Roots, Dune Mover, Veil of Assimilation, Plated Onslaught, Infested Flesh Cutter. Then we're going to see the Sawblade Scamp with Azirial Stalker of Spheres coming in from the main set as our rare, with a Sawblade Scamp in foil showcase and a Phyrexian Might token in the back. All right, 2 more set booster packs to go here. Love to see one more big hit. Wouldn't we all? Got ourselves a forest here with a Skyclave Engulfer, Titanic Growth, Lattice Blade Mantis, Meldweb Strider, followed by a Copper Longlegs, Resistance Reunited, Awaken the Sleeper, with a Tameo Immobilizer, Bone Picker Scourge, and we're going to see Vraska Betrayer Sting coming in from the main set. It's going to be another great hit, value just over $10. And behind that, we get a Molten Rebuke in foil with a Gataxan Probe coming in off of the list. Very nice to see that. Not sure of the value of any list card. I've been shocked and amazed. Sometimes the list cards are worth more than the original printing. Sometimes they're worth 10% of the original printing. And with thousands of cards on the list, it's hard to keep track. But it'll be on the screen for you. All right, another non-signed art card with a mountain. Then we get ourselves a Plague Nurse, a Contagious Vorak, a Pestilent Siphoner, Against All Odds, Shieldred's Edict, a Minor Misstep. I think those both are actually pretty decent uncommons from the set. Then we get ourselves a Furnished Punisher, followed by a Quicksilver Fisher, and we're going to see a Synthesis Pod coming in from Commander, which means we're going to have one more rare behind it. And that will be Graz the Unstoppable Juggernaut, with an Incubation Sac and a Rebel token in the back. All right, so that wasn't actually too bad for our 12 packs. So now let's see if we can find some value in here. I don't know why, but these are always a little bit tricky for me to open. I don't want to mess up any of the cards at all in any way, shape, or form. Okay, here we go. All right, so these come with 2 of each basic land. These are gorgeous. Now the planes are currently running right around $4 a piece. Actually, give me 1 second. I'm just going to slide the tokens to the side so I have some places to put these. So we're going to see our 2 planes here. Right behind that, we're going to see our 2 islands, which are also right around $4. Then we've got our swamps. And I'm just going to kind of tilt it a little bit so you all can kind of get a really good look. And these are, like, you can really feel the texture on these. And they're super flat. At least right now. We'll see. Now, the swamps are currently going for the most at just over $6 a piece. Then we've got our forests, followed by our mountains. And then right behind this, we're going to see 2 mythics in the oil slick raised foil treatment. Let's see what they are. So our first one is going to be a Capricious Hellraiser. This is going to be valued somewhere around $9. And behind that, we're going to see a Phyrexian Obliterator. This is going to be a decent one, valued just around $30. So awesome. All right, and there you have it. I'll get everything sorted, organized, and we'll do an MTG box analysis on everything we just saw. But wait, there's more. I was going through the box, and there's one more set booster pack. We only opened up 11 set boosters. So we've got one more to go. So let's crack this one open now that I've gotten everything sorted and organized. And let's see if there's any value in this one. All right, so this one starts off with our non-signed art card, followed by a foil panorama mountain. Then we're going to see Vraska's Fall, an Annihilating Glare, Complete Devotion, Molten Rebuke, Swooping Lookout, Gleeful Demolition, with a Cacophony Scamp. Then we're going to see an Exuberant Fuseling, a Sawblade Scamp. We're going to see a Mind Splicer, or Mind Splice Apparatus as a rare, with a Phyrexian Arena, in non-Phyrexian, just from the main set, with a non-token token. All right. Now I'll get everything sorted, organized, and come back with the MTG box analysis. In today's MTG box analysis, we're going to review the cards eligible to be pulled out of a set booster pack and compare that to the cards that we saw in the bundle. Then we'll take a look at how much of the set we covered and break down coverage by rarity. From a value perspective, we'll look at how the set has been trending since release, and then we'll assess the actual observed value in this box and close it out with a summary. If you want to go deeper into the analysis and see all of the metrics for this box plus at least 90 others, simply join the channel at the Give Me the Data level. Let's get started by reviewing what we saw in this box. This chart shows all the foils that we saw in orange, the non-foils we saw in green, and what we were eligible to pull from the set in gray. Within the primary colors of Magic, we saw a very inconsistent distribution in the non-foil space, with black only having 10 cards, whereas green saw 26. In the foil space, we saw between 1 and 4 cards in almost all of the major categories. We also managed to pull 15 showcase cards between foil and non-foil, and who can forget those 12 oil-slicked raised foils in the complete pack. Moving into coverage, in the non-foil space, we saw 122 unique cards out of a possible 373, which means that we saw 33% of the set. Excluding basic lands, our highest coverage was in green, with 62% of the set appearing in these 12 packs. In the foil space, we saw 13 unique cards, which was enough to give us 4% coverage. Among the primary colors of Magic, our highest coverage was in black with 8%. Pivoting the coverage by rarity, in the non-foil space we saw 52% of the commons, 45% of the uncommons, 11 rares for 11% coverage, and 4 mythics including our 2 oil-slicked raised foils for 6% coverage. In the traditional foil space we saw 5% of the commons, 5% of the uncommons, and 1 rare for 1%. This means that we saw a total of 12 rares and 4 mythics from the main set, and in addition to that, we also saw 1 rare and 2 mythics between the Commander subset and the list. This brings the total for this bundle up to 13 rares and 6 mythics. From a duplication standpoint, this box was very low, only seeing 18 cards repeated 19 times for a box duplication rate of 12%. This does include the 5 oil-slicked raised foil basic lands, of which you are guaranteed to see duplication in every bundle. Before we take a look at the value that we saw in this bundle, let's take a look at how the set has been trending since release on February 10th. The 261 cards from the main set are down about 20% since launch, moving from $311.82 to $250.30. The 39 showcase cards are up $6.69, which is an increase of 4%. The 22 borderless cards have also seen an increase of $19.06 or 13%. The 6 Phyrexian cards have dropped a tad, losing 6% since release. The 5 Concept Praetors have had the best performance, seeing a gain of $48.60 since launch, which is an increase of 28%. The Step and Complete foils, which can only be found in collector booster packs, are holding strong at a total value of $1,176.29, which is an increase of 5% since release. The 34 extended art rares, which are also exclusive to collector booster packs, have dropped $6.76 since release. The 15 basic lands and 5 jumpstart rares have dropped about 21%. On February 10th, these 454 cards had a total market value of $2,056.83, and as of March 13th, they have a market value of $2,107.73, which is an overall increase of $50.90. This is pretty amazing considering the trend of many other sets over the last 12 months. I'm sure by now you already know that the oil-slicked raised foils can only be found in the Complete Bundle, and because of this, they didn't release on February 10th with the rest of the set. Instead, they were released on March 3rd. What you're seeing on your screen is the value trend for the 25 cards in the subset between February 10th and March 2nd, essentially the pre-release pricing. On February 10th, these 25 cards were valued at $2,103.06 due to high speculation and limited supply. Today, those same cards are only valued at $564.30, which is a drop of 73% in value. Now that we have an understanding of the set value and how the set is trending, let's take a look at the actual value we saw in today's Complete Bundle. From the 12 set booster packs, we saw 2 big hits, with Phyrexia Betrayal Sting valued at $10.07 and the Mondrak Glory Dominus valued at $28.42. In the oil-slicked raised foil treatment are 2 mythics with a Phyrexia Obliterator valued at $30.78 and the Capricious Hellraiser valued at $8.48. We also saw 2 oil-slicked raised foil swamps that are valued between $5 and $10, and 12 cards valued between $1 and $5. The remaining 122 non-foils in the box were valued less than $1. In the traditional foil treatment, we didn't see anything of significant value. Our best hit was the non-promo Phyrexian Arena, valued at $2.54. The other 13 foils in the box were all valued less than $1. So how did this box perform? Well, I purchased this box in December of 2022 from Amazon at pre-order for $80. The current market price for this box as of March 13th, 2023 is $121.69. Today's complete bundle contained 12 set booster packs and one complete booster pack, each with 12 cards, allowing us to see 156 total cards. The promotional Phyrexia Arena and 40 foil lands are currently valued at $17.59 combined. The 1 signed and 11 non-signed art cards that we saw are valued at $2.90. The 2 cards from the Commander subset are valued at $1.37, and the 3 list cards are valued at $4.21. The 5 tokens that we saw are valued at 74 cents, and the 14 foils are valued at $4.44. The 128 non-foils from the main set have a total value of $57.16. And finally, those 12 oil-slicked raised foils are valued at $84.68. Add it all up, and the grand total for this bundle comes up to be $173.09, which means that this box is a gain of $93.09 over the purchase price and a return of 216% of the box price in card value. Now, for those of you interested in cards valued just over $2, the numbers look like this. In total, we saw 15 cards valued over $2 in this box, and they have a current combined value of $127.89, which means that those 15 cards represent 74% of the total box value. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, do something amazing.